Hi guys, good afternoon. Hope you all had a great weekend. It's India here, and I'm here with Kay, who is one of the founding employees of Growing Naturals. Today we are going to do a little quarantine protein muffin.
Yes, we are excited about this. We know that a lot of people have limited access to ingredients, so we wanted to pick something from gnrecipes.com that has substitution abilities. So first of all, it starts out great because it's flourless. So if you're short on flour, because I know we haven't been able to find any in the stores. No, and we're already out of the flour we had. Plus, a couple people in the household are trying to go low carb also. So that's another good incentive not to use the flour. And so we are going to show you how you can use a combination of oats and protein in order to make a flour for these muffins. So you can check out other recipes at gnrecipes.com. There's a category. I don't know if you've checked it out before, but it's pretty cool. Scarlett Full, our in-house dietitian, categorized all of the recipes. She actually created a whole bunch of them.
Oh no, I didn't know. I'm gonna check them out.
Yeah, and we have all the nutritionals on all of them, and they're categorized. So if you want to eat your protein and not drink your protein, there are options there for chewing. And
because I prefer like the protein like with solid. Like I'm not really into the shakes. I need like solid things.
Exactly.
So.
There are totally these options.
Awesome.
And I personally think that our rice protein is the best for all of this, although I have to say that our pea protein mixes great, especially the original, into soups. It makes them creamier.
Oh yeah, you've told me that.
Well, actually, Jeff does that all the time, especially his, because we make some soups, but we also buy some vegan soups, and because a couple people in our household are non-dairy. And
we've got a lot of people in this household with many dietary requirements.
Well, it's like probably your household. It's like our company. We've had every type of dietary lifestyle in our office too. So yep. So that's one of the cool things is that this could be made gluten-free, nut-free. You could go. It's low in carbs, not 100% because we do have some banana and some oats, but other than that, not a lot of carbs.
I think not having the flour in there cuts out a lot of the carbs. I mean, the oats and the banana are healthy. It's not like bad carbs. So.
One of the other reasons we chose this is, I don't know about you guys, we're tired of cleaning dishes.
If I have to clean another dish, I swear.
She's really good at getting my kids, her cousins, to clean dishes too. Thank you. Thank you.
My pleasure. If they don't do it, then I gotta do it.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
The whole plan.
So here's one of the other reasons we're doing this. You can do the whole recipe pretty much in a large Ninja, a blender, or a Cuisinart. Excuse me. Behind us, we have, in front of us, we have a lot of measuring devices I used. I wouldn't have used all these little bowls and measuring cups and such if I was doing this not for demonstration purposes. So I could have gotten away with far fewer dishes if I had truly stuck to this. So we are going to attempt to fit all the ingredients except for possibly not the blueberries into this one container. This is the other reason I really like it. We're going to make our flour from our oats in this to start. So we're going to put our first ingredient in.
Okay.
So for those of you who might want to follow along online, it's easy blueberry lemon protein muffins. I think we have a link on our Facebook page. You can go to gnrecipes.com. So if you want to check it in. We will have a few moments where you are not going to be able to hear us.
Maybe that's a good thing.
The Ninja behind us because this sucker is loud. But first ingredient in, and this is how we're going to make our oat flour. You want to do a dance or something while I'm
That's awesome.
Not bad. And that was only a few seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're just going to keep adding from here.
Yeah, I was about to say, where's the bowl? I forgot, guys. It's a blender recipe. I'm like, where are we putting this? Okay.
Okay, so if you could grab this.
Yeah.
I didn't measure this one out. It's 1.5 scoops. I didn't pre-measure it out because I wanted to talk a little bit about
So 1.5 of this.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the canisters. So just so everyone understands, when these are filled, all of the ingredients have been tossed around in a machine and they have been poured down into the canister for the fill. It is inspected by weight. So the weight at the time of filling, the powder is light and fluffy. It's just been in a mixer and it gets poured in there. Guess what happens? It fills this almost. It fills it up to about here. And you have to have a certain amount of space for the sealing, etc., and to make sure that there isn't overflow. Okay? So just to understand, this is filled by weight, not by volume. It does settle, and a lot of times when you open it up for the first time, it might be a half or 3/4 full, somewhere in this range, depending upon how much settling. We recommend that you stir it up a bit. So you didn't see this, but before I gave it to you, I actually went to the top 2 inches and I stirred it up. The bottom is still compacted. Okay. Now, in reality, this is the way to get the most accurate measurement of how much protein. So for every canister, when you buy protein, there is a different size scoop. The scoop is specifically how large the serving size is on the back. So this says that this is 20 grams. This is a 20-gram scoop. It is based upon your scooping to the top. You will get how much protein. It says here, 15 grams. Here's the cool thing. You just used 1.5 scoops, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
What?
The scoop is a suggestion. The scoop is not you're going to get a ticket if you don't scoop a whole one or you don't scoop. So you do a huge workout, you haven't had any protein with your breakfast, and you want to get more than 15 grams of protein, guess what?
Chuck in 2 scoops.
2 scoops, 1.5 scoops, based upon whatever calculation. So just always think about how many grams of protein are in 1 scoop in whatever you're using, and then scoop as much as you want or need. This is just a suggestion, the way that this is.
Yeah, and I mean, again, you made me, after saying the other day how much you're meant to have protein in a day, I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, now I'm more aware of it. I've been looking at packages of like what I'm eating. I'm like, wow, no protein in this. Needs to step it up.
And protein powder, so much fun when it gets in black clothing.
Oh, yeah. I've got dog hair on my jumper. Sorry, guys.
By the way, not to go a little too on the side, but off topic, but I have a girlfriend who teaches spin classes and other fitness classes, and she eats our vanilla rice protein with a spoon. And she goes, seriously, you gotta try it. But the key is kind of like confectioner's powder, sugar. Don't laugh or anything when you are doing it. Yeah. I did it and I started coughing, and she's like, I told you, don't laugh, don't talk, don't whatever. But I'm telling you, our rice protein is so good.
Well, I never use it. I use the pea, and I just smell this, and it smells so good. I'm like, what have I been doing? I've been using the vanilla thing.
And we're tweaking it because we want to get it right. So each time we try to make it a little better. So it's on its way to being, oh my God, fantastic. Okay. So the next ingredient here we have is the baking powder and baking soda. My mother taught me the next ingredient after that is going to be the ripe banana. My mom, when making banana bread, had taught me that you put the baking powder, baking soda into the banana and mix it up first, and you get kind of a reaction going. It starts to get a little bubbly, etc., and then you can add that in. So that's the next 3 ingredients. So first is 3/4 cup oats ground like a flour, 1.5 scoops of Growing Naturals vanilla rice protein. Then it is a 3/4 teaspoon baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon baking soda. Okay, so if you would add that, please. Thank you. We are really fortunate on eggs. We have a neighbor who has been very generous. They come in all sorts of colors, which I love the fresh eggs.
I know.
But they come in pairs. It's so cute because the hens are laying 2 at a time. So if you can, I feel like they should have a name next to them because they're each a totally distinct color. I want to know which chicken, gave us her eggs.
That's an interesting color. It's like not white.
Yeah, no, this one has almost a greenish hue to it. Yeah. So I left the more traditional white and brown ones for my kids. I figured
I feel like they're gonna get freaked out.
They're gonna get freaked out. Yeah, green eggs and ham or whatever. So in this case, put that in. Okay, we're at 1 egg now. We would have put in the large overripe banana. Sorry, I'm just going to happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear.
Whose birthday is it? I'm just going with it.
On Facebook, I should have looked because I'm sure we have
somebody.
Somebody. Is it your birthday? Tell us.
What day of the month is it? What? I don't even know.
Oh, time. One of my favorite GIFs had all the days of the week, and it had the first part scratched out, so it just said day, because I don't know what day it is, but I know it's Monday, and that's about it. So okay, so we have the egg in. By the way, I forgot to mention, when you so graciously went and did our last grocery run, we ended up with green bananas, and here we needed a ripe banana. Well, guess what I did? The way I got it ripe was I put it in a paper bag. And I ripened it quicker.
Wow. I didn't know you could do that. Yeah, okay, they were pretty green, but there was literally no banana. So I had to go under, I saw under there was green bananas. I was like, pulling through. I was like, we're going to do this. This is what we're going to do.
We're getting it. So so you've got options and you can try different things. Obviously, you can make flour out of other things other than oats also. There's almond flour, there's, all sorts. Okay, so next ingredient is 1/2,
almond butter.
You know what, they are in the wrong order. Okay, so next is the almond butter. I can't quite get the full amount that we hope to get. It's a little under, I'm sure it's fine. What was I thinking? I scraped out as much as I could.
Sorry, guys.
Oh no,
get in there. It's just
I think that this really adds a creaminess to this. While you're doing that, we have banana, egg, almond butter. Okay, so maple syrup. There are 2 schools of thought. There's sugar-free options. There's pure options. I went ahead because we had a little of both in the house. I mixed the 2 together because I'm running low on one and I have more of the other. So I just decided to go for that. So there's your sweetener. Obviously, you could substitute with whatever sweetener you have in the house, but that is what we have there. Next is, okay, here's the thing. It calls for either lemon stevia or lemon extract. I've never purchased lemon extract. I didn't see it at the store.
Lemon stevia. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, didn't know it was a thing. But we happen to be very fortunate and have a lemon tree outside. So I decided instead that we would pick a lemon and that we would zest part of the lemon. I happened, this was my little investment last year. I know we have a lot of knickknacks here, but this was one of my more recent one. I used to have a more simple one, but I find you can grind fresh cinnamon or nutmeg or this or there's so many little things.
Yeah.
I never really thought about it, but it's so handy. So I went ahead and did a little bit of lemon zesting, which we have here. Put that in, and then I figure, that, and then I figure I'm just going to put in a little squeeze. I'm not going to be exact on this one, but just enough to give it a little bit of kick of flavor, a little freshness. Then we have, the beautiful thing is, it's just getting layered here and we're not even at full capacity yet. Next is 1/3 cup almond milk. Normally this isn't the almond milk we buy, but I'm sure it's 100% great and fine. We do usually buy organic on a lot of these categories. The other one that it calls for is the blueberries, which doesn't go in yet, but we didn't have dried blueberries. I had some fresh ones at the beginning of lockdown that we weren't going through very quickly, so I had put them into the freezer. So I have set aside and pre-thawed a few of the ones that I had frozen. Gosh, is it really 5 weeks now?
I said to Kate, we got back from Australia 6 weeks ago. So yeah.
From her brother's wedding, and that's why she came to LA and never left.
Damn you, Angus. Actually, I'm really happy to be here, to be honest. Things could be worse. But yeah, no, 5 weeks.
Yeah, better than being in London right now.
Way better than being in London.
Mm-hmm.
And also, we had so much we wanted to achieve in this 5 weeks. What's going on? Okay, now we'll step it
We
up.
gotta
Now,
still get through the list. So those of you who don't know, on Wednesday is Earth Day, and we have prepared a little bit of upcycling using protein canisters. So we've got a few ideas to share with you. Last week we had a video on AM and PM and sleep and energy tips. Yeah. Today we've got cooking. Wednesday we have upcycling of protein canisters because they have an amazing locking system that keeps them airtight. So this is, something of value here that we really can come up with a few ideas. And we're going to look to you for ideas too. So we're going to take this and we're going to blend it up.
Make sure that's on.
Yes.
Yep, we good.
Okay,
we good.
go for it.
All right, how long am I putting it on for?
Until it looks,
Okay.
Okay. Here's what's really funny. I didn't follow my normal general rules when it comes to shakes. So for those who haven't thought about it, but it totally makes sense. When you make a shake, put the liquid in first, not the powder. And in this case, I wasn't thinking about it when we put the powder in first. So it's just going to take a little bit of convincing. If we could have the
this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's give it a.
Let's give it a dig. Okay. Ooh, this is yum.
Smells.
This is looking
really,
smelling really good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just get those little boats moving around there.
Yeah. This is called improv. So while she's digging around in there, there was something else that I remember now. So we're going to share with you a few other flavor ideas, okay?
Yeah.
So you don't have or you don't like blueberries and vanilla or vanilla rice protein. We have some other suggestions that we're going to share with you in just a moment. Also, I'm going to share with you that we are not going, go ahead.
Yeah.
We're not going to wait for this to bake.
This is stubborn. There's some more down here.
Okay.
Oh,
So
guys,
we're going to work on this.
We're going to work on that.
Okay.
So let's hang tight.
I think that what I would have done differently is I would have ground the oats, put them back into a container. Then I would take the, after that I would take the liquids and put them in first, then add the powders and the almond butter at the end, okay? So while we figure out, I know this is completely fixable, but this is good that I'm glad that we're like going
Yeah,
through
see
this.
guys,
Yeah.
we haven't practiced this a million times.
Well, and I have to say, I like the idea of using this even better than a blender because more can get stuck under the blades in a traditional blender.
100%. No, we're getting there. The consistency.
And not everybody has a Cuisinart, so you know.
Yeah. So
that's
maybe
not
what we'll
always
do
an
is
answer.
we won't blend it again because it will. But
Yeah,
we can
okay.
blend it, put it in, and
Okay.
then should I get the other flavor options? That we
Yes,
were
let's
talking
get the
about?
other flavor options. So I'm going to just mention this to you. We are really close to having this finished blending. What we would be doing right now is we would be taking one of these lids, putting it on the top, and then pouring it into our cupcake muffin tins. You don't have to use paper liners. You can just grease it, and then that's good. But what's nice about this is it's got a pouring spout, and then you can aim and make it. This recipe makes, depending on how large you fill it, up to about 10 muffins. I happen to have some orange papers from a past party where that was one of the color themes, so I still had them. What I recommend doing is pouring it in, and then with the spoon, just drop in a few of the blueberries in each and just push it under so that it's covered by the batter. Then it's going to go into the oven. After it goes into the oven, we will post a photo of it finished for you to see. And in the meantime, I think, didn't you have something? Oh, it's right in
I
front of me.
snuck right behind you. Right in front of the camera. So, what have we got here? Let's clear it out a bit. Syrup. Alternative flavor options.
Okay.
So, I'm more of a chocolate person, opposed to like a vanilla style.
Okay, so you can do a chocolate protein, right?
Yeah.
With some cacao.
Yeah.
Right.
Totally down for that.
Oh, and you know what if you can get it, they also have like chocolate nut butters.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to get that because then I'll be skipping that like on the side, like in the middle of the night. I know, they're amazing. Ginger, which actually ginger could be really nice.
Ginger with lemon.
Yeah.
Could be amazing. Yeah. And again, this would come in so handy for the
I feel like you've never used it before and you're so excited right now. You're like, I've been dying to use this for a year.
We didn't have lemon extract, but
Yeah, almond. That's a really, and it's very like strong, very like, very powerful.
so you could make an almond flour, use almond
chocolate.
extract. You could do an almond chocolate. If you don't have almond butter, you could make a chocolate peanut butter protein muffins.
Cinnamon, love anything with cinnamon.
And then our mocha AM would be another awesome idea. You could put in a little bit of cinnamon with the mocha, but you don't have exactly these ingredients. There are solutions.
Yeah.
So get creative, get baking, find other ways to chew your protein instead of just drinking it. And we will be back posting online the photos.
Yes, once we
I think we have one blend left to go. We can pour it in and then we'll show you how they came out. Thank you for joining us, and until Wednesday, we'll see you again from Growing Naturals. Bye.